Who does God see in you? In the grand tapestry of existence, each of us is a unique thread woven with intention by the master craftsman. Yet, as we navigate life's complex maze, we often cry out, "Why me, Lord?" The weight of our trials threatens to crush our spirits, leaving us questioning our worth and purpose. But what if these challenges aren't roadblocks, but stepping stones? What if the very obstacles that seem to hinder us are actually shaping us into the person God sees in us? The Apostle Paul reminds us in Romans 8:28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." This verse isn't just a comfort, it's an invitation to see ourselves through God's eyes. Consider the refining process of precious metals. Gold doesn't achieve its purest form without enduring intense heat. Similarly, your trials are the crucible in which your true self, the person God sees in you, is being forged. As Proverbs 17:3 states, "The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the heart." The enemy recognizes the potential within you, even when you're blind to it. While you see yourself through the distorted lens of worldly expectations and past failures, your adversary trembles at the threat you pose to his plans. Your moments of doubt and confusion are testament to the gap between who you think you are and who God knows you to be. In James chapter 1, verses 2 through 4, it says this, it says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." This passage reveals a profound truth that your trials aren't punishments, but preparations to become who God sees in you. When you ask, "Why me, God?" his response isn't one of condemnation, but of invitation. Why not you? Have you truly grasped how I see you? Psalm 139:14 declares, "I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well." You are a masterpiece, crafted with divine intention for a specific purpose. The persistent challenges you face aren't just random hurdles. They're evidence of the immense value and potential that God sees in you. Your ongoing struggles are proof of the untapped power you possess, waiting to be unleashed. Consider the life of Joseph in the Old Testament. Sold into slavery by his brothers, falsely accused and imprisoned, he could have easily turned to bitterness and despair. Yet, years later, he was able to declare to those same brothers, in Genesis 50, verse 20, says, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." God saw in Joseph what no one else could see, and your current trials may be preparing you for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. God isn't allowing these challenges to punish you. He's using them as a tool, attempting to show you who he sees when he looks at you. He's trying to illuminate the priceless gifts he's placed inside you, talents and strengths you haven't yet fully recognized or embraced. As Isaiah 43:19 proclaims, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I'm making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." Remember, growth and comfort rarely coexist. If you're not willing to face adversity, you can't expect to become the person that God sees in you. The Apostle Paul reminds us, says, "Dear friends, do not be surprised at the fiery ordeal that has come on you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice inasmuch as you participate in the sufferings of Christ, so that you may be overjoyed when his glory is revealed." So, the next time life's trials threaten to overwhelm you, pause and reflect. These challenges aren't signs of abandonment. They're markers of your incredible potential. You're not just surviving. You're in training to become who God sees in you. As Paul boldly declared in Philippians 1:6, he says, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it out onto completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Embrace your journey, trust in the process, and most importantly, start seeing yourself as the person God created you to be, full of purpose, potential, and power. Your battles aren't just tests. They're testimonies waiting to inspire the world. As you step into your divine calling, remember the words of Esther 4:14. And who knows but you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. You are valuable beyond measure. You are more powerful than you know. It's time to step into the person that God sees in you and show the world why you were created for this moment in history. Let your light shine, for as Jesus said in Matthew 5:16, in the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Your journey to becoming who God sees in you is just beginning. Embrace it with courage, faith, and the unwavering belief that you were created for greatness. Who does God see in you? The answer may surprise you, inspire you, and transform you into the person you were always meant to be.